know, the frustration was great. The reason the frustration was so great was because the cards in Kaldheim were so good. They've got loads of good, cool sort of mechanics to test and play around with, but in terms of power level, they're just nowhere near what we already have. So we've had a look at them and we've gone back to what came before. And although some will argue that the meta is pretty balanced, we're not getting that feeling of a shift in meta, because the cards which are still the most powerful cards and the cards which constitute most of the decks are cards we've been familiar with for quite some time. And I'm not one to sort of do negative streaming content. I do this for fun. So you know, this ain't my job, so I don't have to turn up here, so I didn't. And you know, if you're not enjoying a game, I always say don't play it, so I didn't. I went and played other games, and I've been playing sort of Dyson Sphere program. I've been playing Roblox with my son. I've been playing all sorts of things just to get away from Magic. But last week, I sort of booted up into Magic MTG Arena, and there's been a couple of things I've been experimenting with which are quite interesting. And when I came back, lots of people, and sort of the first deck I sort of was playing with was this sort of mid-range mono blue deck, which had a lot of, and I liked it because it had a lot of interesting things that you don't see elsewhere. So this is this was a deck or deck list made up by a player called ZL Mystery, and I just evolved it to make it a bit more fun. And it uses a lot of new cards. It works in a variety of ways. It's got different ways to kill you. I managed to squeeze in Charix, which is one of my favourite cards. I managed to feed in Nadir Kraken, which was another one of my favourite cards. And I was able to fit in the Icebreaker as well. And this crazy build got me into Platinum. And a couple of my mates who knew I was playing again reached out to me and said, "Ike, there's an interesting deck that you might be interested in." And I was like, "No, there's no deck I'm interested in. I'm done with this. I'm going to go play other games for a bit and not moan about it." But I said, no, it's a high IQ deck. I was like, "Yeah, really?" And said, "This is Naya Fury deck." And I like this deck. I don't want to like this deck because it's got a couple of broken cards in it, and they're really broken cards. I've written a post on Reddit about why Gold's Band Dragon is a broken card, and I think it's going to be like Bonecrusher Giant. It's going to be an ever-present in decks that use red, because this idea of it paying half its cost as soon as you tap it is really quite powerful. And this deck exploits that mechanic, because not only does it generate that 2 mana when you attack it, it generates that 2 mana when it's targeted as well. So what happens is you play this, somebody targets it, it generates 2, which enables you to play this to protect it, this to bounce it, this to double its power, or this to sacrifice it and deal its damage to face. So the mechanic that is being exploited is it's generating treasure, which I said was a problem, and it is a problem, because this card is now a high value target for buff spells. So we've got a 2 mana one here, we've got a 2 mana one here, which can always be paid by itself when it taps. Got 1 mana spells, and you'll get more 1 mana spells. And the great thing about the way the treasure mechanic works is that this happens if someone targets it to remove it. And this obviously is really synergistic with this card, another broken card, which is, play 4, draw 4, which is crazy. It's like a cheaper Escape the Wilds, a card which was removed from standard because it was too good. Only in 2 and 3 of the saga, it gives you more stuff. So this is OP, and this is going to be a problem in the match going forward. Amber Cleave, everybody knows what the problem with this card is. So it's a really problematic deck. And then you've got some adventures to help you draw through the deck. It's just really good. And the great thing about this deck is you can just play it straight and as a sort of mid-rangey adventure type deck, beat people. You can play it aggressively and increase the Ember Cleaves, and if you look on the sideboard you see we've got a lot more Ember Cleaves to help things out. So you can play it more aggressive and punch people in the face. You've got Tranith to help lock out those decks that want to use a Yorion or want to exploit their graveyards. You've got Glass Casket to help manage aggro. You've got Red Cape Melee to target those rogue decks. You've got Clothies, which is really awesome for that graveyard boost. You've got Wilt to remove other Ember Cleaves you might face. You've got Ox to help you accelerate your draw. You've got a really good little toolkit. But sort of the magic of this deck is how you've got so much flexibility in the deck that you can, and so much burst that almost every turn, as soon as you get past turn 5, you're asking yourself, do I have lethal? And you could have lethal in a variety of different ways. And I've managed to burst all the way up to 18 with this deck. So it really, really, really is very, very bursty. And their opponents immediately have problems. So I can see why this, people say this is the number one deck in the format, and it is a high IQ deck because of the number of different ways you've got to beat people. So we're going to give it a spin. I've got myself as far as, where am I? Platinum 3. Let's see if we can climb a little bit and have some frills and spills along the way. Okay, some new KOL. Who knew? Okay. Oh dear, oh dear. So it's quite funny. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know I usually play control decks quite quickly. But this is a deck you need to play very slowly. You need to play it very slowly because you need to plan 2, 3, maybe 4 deck turns ahead. Because your aim all the time is to try and get them in range for that burst, or get them to use some counters so they don't use on things you really want, or chip them down to get them closer, so for a sacrifice kill. You've got lots of things you need to think about, and therefore, this is a deck that naturally lends itself to very talkative play. So we'll try to be as talkative as possible. There's a lot to think about, and I'm not sure if I can talk about this deck and stream it at the same time. So we're gonna find out. So this hand is a keep. We're gonna keep it because we've got a love shot with a branch off right there. And also we're under draw, so we've got a good chance of drawing if we need to. Okay. Now at this stage I'm not particularly worried I don't have my double red. I've got one red here, I just find another one which duly emerges. We're going to play this red to give me a bit of flexibility around the rest of these cards here. And I'm not sure where he is, so I didn't want to eat the 3. He's playing in the oils of colours, so I don't know what he is. Okay, he's looking to drain me. Excellent. So we now know where he is. So what do I want him to do? I want him to. He will have some instant speed removal, and I want him to use it now. So I'm going to give him a 5/5 to use it on. So we've got a lot of Senjus in here, so we're going to use one as a land. Even though it's a tap land, and now could send our Lovestruck Beast in, seeing if we can remove one of these patricians. Okay, no mass, he doesn't go for it. So I'm going to play the Heart's Desire, my 1/1, and I'm going to hold Senjiri Shelter open. See if we can use one of his removals and protect the Senjiri at the same time. There it is. So I'm going to get that white protection going. So that Feta goes in the bin. He hits me. Okay, so this may be curtains for him. We're going to find out. It may be curtains for him. It may not be curtains, but it may be curtains for him. So we're going to send the house. And then he's got 8. We're going to hold open the Senjiri's Shelter there. Okay. Yeah, we don't want him to get the food tokens, so we're going to protect this again. Protection from black. And that's Murder She Wrote. Okay, so I think less sacrifice and more Embercleave for this deck will be better. And I'm going to get rid of 2 of the giant killers in order to bring in the glass caskets. I don't think the 5 prophecies are big enough. So we're going to see how this works. Okay, we got red, we got white, and we got green, and a lot of edge wall. We've got plays, so I think we can keep this. Others might have mulliganed this, but I think we can keep this just because we've got so many edge wall plays. But what it generally means is that when we do cash it in, we're going to cash it in for a lot. But we're a long way from the 2 reds, which is a problem. Okay, so we've got 1 red there. So we're going to play this one here as a red. We're going to play the second edge wall. And then we're going to hold this both open. That could have been a misplay. Could have been a misplay. We're going to flip it. Yep, he does flip it. So it means I can't get the double draw for the Lovestruck Beast, so that was definitely a misplay. But we could pour white out of the deck now. I don't have to play the Heart's Desire, so I don't have to worry. That's the upside. And I've got a 3-card draw coming, so I'm not necessarily worried. Okay, this is gonna hurt a little bit. You gonna kill any more guys? You're Not interested in killing any of my guys. I should actually be grateful to this guy because he's playing something different, which is good. Okay. So let's go get the 3 cards we need. Okay. Okay, we don't have. This is not good. We're gonna hold this open, aren't we? We're just gonna hold it. We've got a second 3 we're gonna get in a minute. A second red, what would a second red do for us? 3, 4. Okay, ugh, that sucks. Okay, he's gonna do 4 damage to us here. Yeah. Sucks. Ugh. Okay, hopefully this should help us with our land problem we have. Let's get 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay, can you imagine I'm this short on land? It's unbelievable. So, we're going to take the red. Now, I could take a white and bounce the love struck, but I think I'm going to take the red. But I think there's actually a high chance that this dragon comes out, isn't there? And see if I could just sort of survive one more turn. Okay. So we know this isn't going to be useful this game. Ooh, tough one. I don't think I'm going to keep the shepherd though. I am going to keep the shepherd. We're going to get rid of one of the skulls. I think it's too slow. I think I die before I get to use it. Okay. Oh, immune from dragons. Okay, so what do we want to do? This is a really tough place to be because he's got 5 on the board plus the subtraction, so that's 9. That's a lot. But is he really going to let our love struck go for a double? I think we asked that question in test. No? You going to let my love struck go for double? Let's find out. Is he gonna... Mate, do you know what? We're gonna take that. And... Okay. I don't know whether I draw the card now or later. I've got 5, 6, and I can't block with this guy, so I have to do it now. I have to do it now. I have to. Yeah. There you go. Let's draw the 3 cards. Yeah. Okay. Let's discard a card. So, I don't think we're gonna need the second Embercleave. I think it's GG if he can't kill me now. I've got a number of different ways I can kill him. He's got a problem. Now he's going to want to tap his Tavern Swindler to see if he gets that 6 life, because that will guarantee him the 3 life lost. And then... So you got 1. He wants the 6 here, so I'm going to lose 3. Can you attack with any of those? He's going to attack with a dragon. It's going to be another 6. 6 plus 3 is not enough, dude. Do the math. That is 9. Oh, brother. Okay, well, do you know what? This game, man. Okay, GG. Take your pick, dude. Oh, good grief. What are you going to do? That's honestly what you're going to do. You deserve to die, man. I don't know what I could do with people like you, man. Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Like, you're gonna just let an Embercleave creature just hit you in your face? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, dear. Dude. Ugh. I mean, you were dead anyway, but come on, dude. What, you're literally gonna take 12 and hope for the best? Good grief. Okay, moving on to the next game. The next game. Ugh. So I didn't draw the dragon at all that game. And still was competitive. So there are so many different ways you can play this deck, which give you an opportunity to win. That was an off-meta deck though, so it's not really representative. We'll get some meta decks in, no doubt. This is a mulligan, there's no lands here. This is a keep, just because we've got the Innkeeper and the Giant Killer, and we've got a good combination of lands. I'm going to return one card. I think we can return the Unleash Fury, because we have no use for it with the cards we have in our hand. Okay. So I've got 2 reds, I've got white here, which is why I play this as a green. Okay, so we're going to play the white, and we're going to go straight into this one here to give me that draw straight away. Okay, no, we're not going to do that. We've got this now to block the dog. So the aim here is, okay, so he's coming in with that, that's fine, I'm going to let that go. Okay, so play the green. The dog is now ahead, so there's nothing to do about that. So we might as well take the chip damage. Okay, double aspirant. Ugh, that sucks. Okay, he spread it out, which is not too bad. Still doing 4. We're not too worried. Okay, now we go into the Scold. We play the hard red. We go into the Scold. Let's draw more cards. Okay. Okay, so the next round we've got some blocking to do. Is he going to take my Scald? Okay, he takes my Scald, which is fine. So we blocked the 2 biggest things. Okay, so we know we've got another Scald, so it doesn't matter. We'll just block these 2 guys. And then we can play into the second Scald. So we want to play using this, but not the red there. Okay, and then we can draw. Okay, our dragon is here. So I think this is GG. I can see we've got Sendru Shelter. Ugh. So... Okay, just spread it liberally over everything. Okay, we just blocked the biggest thing. So that's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're gonna have to hit it. Okay. So we need this red land. We need okay. I can't get to 21. We're gonna just cancel that. We're not gonna show them what we got. We've seen enough. We're not gonna show them what we got. Okay, we need the glass caskets to come in, and we need the fire prophecies to come in for sure. Shepherd of the actually might be the better thing. They do. So we're going to take one of the shepherds out. But no, actually, we're going to take 2 of the shepherds out and play 2 of the giant killers in. There's no air, not needed. I don't think the Shatter Skull helps, but so we'll get the Ember Cleave in, and hopefully this makes it a little bit faster. Not that much faster, but a little bit faster. We'll see. Okay. So I think we could keep this. We've got the white here for turn 2. I think turn 1 we played Kazul. That's what I feel. Yeah. He can't. He hasn't got a hasty white creature, so we don't have to worry about playing something on turn 1. Okay, so yeah. So we don't want to give him any chip damage because we want to get ahead. Okay. Live an arch. Okay. No, we're fine with that. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the bigger one, and then we can attack with this. This is now not big enough to come past. So he has to risk it, which is fine. Okay. You can't send them. Excellent. Oh, phew. Well, that was a bit painful, wasn't it? So I want to play this. Ugh. But if I do